With its legendary traction and best-in-class ground clearance, the trail-rated Jeep Wrangler Rubicon is engineered for the unexpected.
Welcome to Jason Explains Things. I'm excited to introduce you to an amazing time capsule of an off-road rig. This video is 21 years in the making. Well, for those of you who do not know, this is my dad, Jerry. He's been on the channel a few times. We've talked about the Chevy Silverado that we got from Grandpa years ago. We're back again with something brand new to you. What do we got here?
Well, it's a 2003 Jeep Wrangler Sport. It has 56,000 miles on it, which is
low.
Very low.
Yeah, we are really excited to kind of give you guys a walk around of this vehicle, show what's been done by the original owner. It's definitely been kind of modified and kitted out for off-roading, but I don't think it actually ever went off-roading.
I don't think so.
Because there's not a scratch on the skid plates yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's immaculate underneath.
Yeah, we were joking that, like, I think my 2022 Tacoma has infinitely more scratches on it than this has.
Yeah. No,
well,
it really looks good.
Yeah, well, let's take a closer look around.
All right.
Well, Dad, let's just start up front.
Okay. When we picked up the Jeep, it already had the bumper. We don't know the brand, right? But it's heavy duty, and they came with these lights,
which are not wired in.
They're not even wired in. Winch, we have a Warn XD 9000i. I don't know the story behind it.
Did the salesman tell you that it was seized?
Yeah, he said the owner had said that it was seized or something, but that was it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And also no remote.
No remote, no.
So that's probably one of the first things we'll do. Also, we'll wire actual off-road lights that are hooked up to something and something more modern, and then probably replace the winch.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I would also recommend running synthetic line instead of steel cable. It's just a lot less likely to hurt, snap in exciting ways. That winch is not to be thrown in the trash. I cannot wait to take that thing apart.
Yeah, it'll be fun to.
Probably replace the winch with something more modern, but then after that, we'll dig into that winch, see what we can do with it.
Yeah, do something with it, you bet.
So Dad, what are your on-road driving impressions?
It doesn't handle like the 4Runner.
No.
It seems to kind of bounce around a little bit.
Well, that's a little bit of a trade-off for your short wheelbase and solid front and rear axles and everything.
But it's fun. It's fun to drive.
You can turn around wherever you want.
That's right, man. Boy, the parking lots are a piece of cake.
Let's take a look at the engine.
All right. Okay, it's just as clean inside as it is outside.
Nice. So the cool thing about this, Dad offered me to come along on the initial test drive, which was a lot of fun. The salesman didn't mind me crawling underneath it. I checked for oil leaks, I checked for coolant leaks, I checked for brake fluid leaks, I checked for everything, and there's just no leaking going on this thing, right?
No, it's spotless.
We got a newer battery. Battery looks like it's 2 years old. All the belts look new. This thing's nuts.
I know it. It's amazing.
You did have a couple check engine lights, right?
Yeah, yeah. But those related to, I think, a vacuum hose.
Okay.
And it was fixed. And I think, what was the other one? I'm not sure. I can't remember what it was. But
2 check engine lights, probably from just sitting a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
So my friend Nate, who you've seen on the channel a lot, he's the Jeep expert, but I have owned a Jeep that had this engine before. My wife drove a 97 Cherokee Sport, and that thing also had this engine. Never had an issue with it, but yeah, I think we got like 11 miles per gallon, 11, 12. What are you getting?
About 13, I think.
Ooh, 13.
I know.
There you go.
Hey, this is almost what they call a hybrid, right?
Sure, why not? But yeah, just this thing is absolutely beautiful. And just again, I love Toyotas for this reason, but this Jeep is the same in that everything is so accessible. I mean, just like an oil change is gonna be a 20-minute thing or less on this. Like your filter is right there. Everything is just completely open. You can get your hands in everything. You can visually inspect everything. That's what I love about vehicles like this. And it's gonna be a lot of fun. So coming around to the side here, this is definitely not stock ride height, is it?
No, it's been lifted, I think 3 inches.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the dealership, I remember you saying the dealership swapped out the shocks to not the most amazing ones, but they're brand new.
Yeah. Rancho or?
Rancho.
Rancho, yeah.
You know, that's okay.
Yeah.
And we've got sway bar disconnects, I saw. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So Dad, beyond the lights and the winch, we were talking about a couple other things you want to do to this, probably sooner rather than later, right?
Yeah, we had talked about maybe putting a little protection on the side.
Probably a slider of some sort, yep.
Uh-huh.
The other thing that kind of jumps out to me immediately is we've got a old CB antenna here, which looks awesome. We've got a nice antenna mount, but this is not hooked up to anything and there's no radio in there.
We're not sure what happened there, but
Probably the guy like sold the Jeep and took all the stuff out of it.
I don't know.
I don't blame him for that. I'd probably do the same thing. So we probably are gonna swap in a Midland GMRS radio, Midland antenna, just so you can keep up with all the other people. At least around here in Central Washington, all of our buddies all run GMRS no matter what type of rig they have.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
And then beyond that, we also talked about probably doing a switch system, probably a switch pod or aux beam or one of those brands, just so you can power on your lights. If we want to add lights in the rear later on, we could do that.
Yeah.
And just so you control everything and not have to cut into this perfect looking old dash.
that's right.
Now you Jeep guys, we need your comments down below. Tell us what else we might want to do to this Jeep, you know, some other common issues that it might have, because I'm one of those yucky Toyota people, ew, right? And Dad, you're new to this, so
That's right.
we need some help.
Yeah, I have a Toyota too.
Oh yeah, we're both those icky Toyota people. And this is pretty funny, you guys. In the ad for this Jeep, and no fault to the dealership for this, but they're like, awesome mud terrains. And they're like, oh, that sounds awesome. But then when again, like Dad said, when we test drove it, I was like, oh, these ride really bad. How old are these tires? And so first off, they are not the current KM3s, and they weren't KM2s, they were KMs. All 4 tires were from 2008, and we got a picture of the date code on it. And then the spare was from 2003. Spotless. It looked new, but it was not.
I don't think it ever been used.
And so these are 33-inch Falcon Wild Peak AT3Ws, which are, you know, again, because of the type of off-roading that you probably intend to do and that I do, all terrains are just a little bit better for kind of, again, our area for snow, for ice, than mud terrain. So that's kind of what I recommended. And you looked at a couple different brands like KO2s, and this is kind of what you settled on. So we've got a new spare right there, and we've got a nice bumper.
Yes, it's an aftermarket, and it's got recovery points.
Yep. We've got a skid plate without any marks on it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, none whatsoever.
You want to show us the back of the Jeep?
All right. So it's even got a soft top.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I don't know if it's ever been used.
This doesn't look like it's ever been used. I don't think kids have ever been in this thing.
No, I don't think so. The one thing that might be nice to change too is that it doesn't have very good music.
Right.
The speakers, I think, have been blown. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to have tunes.
Got to have tunes. Yes.
Very nice.
Well, it looks as good on the inside as it does on the outside.
Well, okay. Well, you keep bragging. We're gonna have to look at that. I'll meet you around here.
All right. All right.
Okay.
So
you weren't lying.
No, I'm not lying.
Let's see that mileage.
I know it. Isn't that amazing?
Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous.
I know it.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
Everything's so clean. I mean, you know, we'll probably put some seat covers on it.
You need your granddaughters in this thing to mess it up.
Yeah. Put some new floor mats. But,
again, just simple off-road controls. We don't have any lockers or things like that. We just got a simple 2 high, 4 high, 4 low lever right there. No electronics in that, just mechanical. We've got our simple automatic shifter there with overdrive. How do you feel about our little bit of trail time today?
Oh, it was fun. A little spooky there. We're getting used to the 4 low coming up the hill. It popped
out one time on that. Jeep guys, let us know what might be the issue, or if that's just normal for it to. Yeah. We were kind of articulated, and we're kind of on a steep hill climb. I actually might have a shot of it with a drone, and it popped out of 4 low and just kind of went to neutral, didn't it? Yeah. But nothing was busted.
No, nothing.
Just shifted.
Yeah.
Back.
It was fine.
Back in, and it was fine.
Checked out underneath. Everything looked perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts?
It was a lot of fun coming up that hill. It handled it like it was nothing.
Oh, it's ruined. You ruined it.
I got it a little bit dirty.
Oh no, that's so sad. We wouldn't want your off-road rig to,
I did wax it really good though.
Like, yeah, he texted me like, look how good it looks, I waxed it. Like, all right, well go rub it into a tree right now, because that's what it's for. Well, Dad, to celebrate the occasion, I bestow upon you my channel sponsor, Techron Complete Fuel System Cleaner.
Well, thank you. Only problem is, I've already put it in, so we'll have to wait another
Well,
5,000
next oil,
miles.
yeah,
or so.
next oil change, you
Yeah.
put that in there.
All right.
It'll keep your fuel system clean, keep your fuel economy as good as it can be.
I'll do it. You bet I'll do it.
Awesome. Well, let's get out of here before it gets dark.
And muddy.
Yes, muddier.
Muddier.
All right. God bless everyone. Don't forget to do it yourself.